Here's something I think will help you. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 2 says what? The rich man and the poor man have one thing in common. God made them both. Now when I first read that verse, I was living in Baintown. And my daddy would tell you, you know, we were living in an area, we didn't even know we was poor. Because everybody around us was, you know, living the same way. But when I read that, I got angry at God. I almost cursed God when I read that. Because I was a young man reading that verse, and it says, the rich and the poor have one thing in common. God made them both. That to me meant that God made rich people and God made poor people. The problem was I was the poor one. So I became angry at God because he didn't make me one of the rich ones. Until I read the rest of the verse. It says, the rich and the poor have one thing in common. God made them both. And God gave sight to both. Now the last part blew my mind. When I did the research on this verse, here's the way it's written in the original Hebrew. God makes people. Some become rich, some become poor based on how they see. Let me say it again. God makes people. That's what he makes people. Some become rich, some become poor depending on how they see. So poverty is a product of how you see life. And richness is a product of how you see life. I remember this true story of two young men who used to go to California, University of Southern California. And during the summer, they decided to go on a summer break and visit India. And both of them went to India, and they put their backpack on, the cut-off jeans, and they, you know, saving up money to go to India. And they went to Bombay and Calcutta on these trains. I mean, these two young guys out of college, and they spent the whole summer in India. And they were riding all through those cities. They saw millions of poor people sleeping in the streets in mud and under cardboard boxes. I mean, you know, in India, it was filthy. And these guys were overwhelmed. And one morning, they were living in a hostel. And the guy opened the window, looked out on the porch, second floor, and he saw, as far as his eyes can see, Indians in poverty. Barefooted, bareback, kids with no clothes on, living in the mud, flies crawling all over the people. They were sleeping under boxes and tin and under the bridges. And the guy was so overwhelmed with it. He says, man, he started crying. He says, gosh, man, look at the poor people. And they don't have any shoes on, no clothes, man. And his buddy came to the window. He said, yeah, man, wow, what a shoe business. And that's all he said. They went back home, went back to college. They were both in the same class. They were both studying accounts and administration. And one of the guys sat in the class, and for a whole 2 weeks, he couldn't get the picture of his mind. He saw all those bare feet. And he started sketching on a piece of paper in the class a pair of shoes. And he designed a pair of shoes sitting in the class. And he became so possessed by the idea, he decided to leave school and go and develop the shoe. And his friend says, are you crazy? You better stay in school, get a job, so you can, you know, make some money and make a living. The guy says, no, man, I got this idea. I see this thing, man. I see we can provide shoes for those people. And he got a designer to design a shoe for him. He made a prototype. He was able to get it tested. And the company that made the prototype said that they can produce a shoe for 15 cents. Plastic shoe. So he went to his friend, his brother's friend. He said, look, you got some money. I'd like for you to invest in this idea I got. I want to sell shoes to India. The guy said, you got a market? He said, man, I got millions of people. I got a big market in India. He said, we could sell this shoe. We can make it 15 cents. We can sell it for 50 cents. And we can ship it over there. And we can get this shoe business going. And the guy believed in this idea. Everybody say idea. Say it again, idea. The guy saw this vision. Within 12 months, they were producing over 3 million pairs of shoes, shipping it over to India, selling them for 50 cents, 55 cents. The guy became a multi-millionaire in 1 year. Never went back to school. When the guy graduated the following year, his friend, he hired him to count his money as an accountant. The guy who started the business, his name was Tom, last name McCann. I wear shoes all the time. He got stores in all the malls, all over America, Tom McCann. The guy saw the people. Now, here's the key. Don't miss the key. Both men saw the same thing. One became rich, the other employed. But they saw the same thing. One saw bare feet, another saw a shoe business.